Luke Victor.
Another active day of severe weather across southern Colorado, something we have been no stranger to over the past couple of months. You could still see some pretty good structure to the storm that's departing Colorado Springs right now, as we're seeing that anvil stretch all the way towards the mountains. But thankfully around Colorado Springs, most of the most intense activity is now moving off to the east. For our friends and neighbors down in the southeast plains, you're on tap for some pretty wicked weather into this evening. Temperatures at 67 right now, with a thunderstorm reported as of last hour at Colorado Springs Airport. 88 in Pueblo. It's another toasty one along Highway 50. Temperatures about 66 degrees in Woodland Park. About 3 storms right now with the highest intensity that we're monitoring right now. The one I was telling you about just before the break is now approaching, looks like Phantom Canyon area here along Highway 67 and Highway 50. It's now moving to the southeast towards Penrose. So if you live around Penrose, you've got about another 5 to 10 minutes before you're probably going to be seeing the potential of up to an inch in diameter hail with this thing as it moves to the south and to the southeast. What does that mean for areas like Pueblo and Pueblo West? Well, it does have a pretty decent trajectory at this point in time to kind of ride along Highway 50. So this is maybe your hour or so notice between Pueblo or Pueblo West, where you have time to maybe get the car covered or in the garage, get those plants covered. But this storm potentially on the way, and here's your early look at that storm as it's moving to the east along Highway 50. A pretty powerful storm that just got out of Truckton. We just got a viewer or reported image of hail that could have been as large as maybe 2 or 2 1/4 inch in diameter, so maybe the size of a racquetball. It looked like it was some pretty damaging stuff that just rolled through southeastern El Paso County, now moving to parts of southern Lincoln County, but still a pretty mean looking thunderstorm that's likely going to be producing hail for the next couple of hours as it moves to the south and to the east. Here's hour by hour forecast. It does a pretty good job at painting some of these showers and thunderstorms as they kick eastbound. You can see those storms trying to intensify through 5 or 6 o'clock, kind of along Highway 71 here from Ordway to La Junta. As it moves further to the east, we're going to have to see what happens as we get to 6, 7 o'clock this evening for Eads, Lamar, down through Springfield. This could mean business as this line of storms kind of starts to congeal, and we might deal with the potential of tornadoes with a setup like this, and we could also see very damaging winds if it does turn into a line of storms like this, where we could be talking about 60, 70, and maybe even 80 mile per hour damaging wind gusts rolling through the southeast plains. May see some additional thunderstorm development around the Pikes Peak region through 9 or 10 o'clock this evening. Not expecting that to be severe, but some lightning, thunder, and heavy rain not out of the question. Still looking at a high threat for severe weather, mainly over the southeast plains through the rest of this evening. Again, through about 8 or 9 p.m. is when we'll see the best potential for severe weather, but we could still see a couple lighter thunderstorms after that through about 10 or 11 o'clock. For tomorrow, 70s and 80s can be expected, maybe a spot storm near Woodland Park, but a much calmer day out there. And your weekend not looking bad either. We'll see 80s and 90s for most folks. And then as we get our way into the rest of the 7-day forecast, it seems like we will head into a drier trend early next week, but it will be heating up. Spotty storms will try to take back over as we get into the middle parts of next week. And for Pueblo, Canyon City, it looks like it'll be sunny through